The super full moon in Capricorn.
It's time to get serious.
Hello beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. This super moon is going to be very intense because its relationship to Pluto could bring certain emotions to a boiling point. So in the first part of this video, I'm going to go over the 3 things everyone should know about this super full moon. Then I will go over how it will affect your individual sign. And all I ask in return is that you give that like button a little tap. A baby tap. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. Now the super full moon in Capricorn takes place on Wednesday, July 13th at 6:37 p.m. Universal Time, which would be 11:37 a.m. if you're on Pacific Time, 2:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 4:37 a.m. on Thursday, July 14th if you're in Sydney, Australia, and 8:37 p.m. Wednesday, July 13th in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's jump right into the top 3 things you need to know in order to make the most of this energetic opening. Number 1. This full moon in Capricorn brings the powerful manifesting energy of the number 4, the number 5, and the magical minor arcana tarot energy of the King of Pentacles. The number 4 in numerology represents the tried and true theory that advancement and progression are the result of consistent determination, focus, and hard work. The number 5 in numerology is bringing the message that in the midst of your determination and focus, you must also be able to adapt to life's unforeseen circumstances without being thrown off course. So this full moon in Capricorn is giving you the opportunity to ask yourself, does your consistency and focus match your desire to achieve your goals? Yes, part of manifesting is visualizing and feeling the reality you wish to create with every emotional, energetic vibration of your being. But if you are not taking action in the physical world on a consistent basis to support this vision, you could very well be holding yourself back. The King of Pentacles represents the evolved Capricorn energy that realizes slow and steady wins the race, bringing the message, don't give up. Things may not happen on your timeline, but that does not mean that they will not happen. Believing in yourself and having certainty that you can achieve your goals means staying the course even in the face of disappointment, frustration, and impatience. We all have the temptation to give into the voice that wants to throw away responsibility and just do whatever feels good or whatever is easy for you. So this full moon in Capricorn is a reminder that by overcoming that voice of temptation and connecting to the voice of responsibility, you can achieve a success that's beyond what you've even been able to imagine for yourself. Number 2, this full moon will be forming challenging aspects with Mercury in Cancer and Jupiter in Aries, but will be forming very positive aspects with Uranus in Taurus and Mars in Taurus, and an especially eruptive relationship with Pluto in Capricorn. Now this relationship that the full moon will form with Mercury, the planet of communication, will lend to you being much more introspective than usual. So if you're the type that doesn't like analyzing your life, well, this is the time that all of us, even you, will have the tendency to do so. So don't resist the inclination, just embrace it and see what realizations you come to, because these realizations can for sure be the spark to significant transformation. The relationship the full moon will form with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and prosperity, will lend to that voice of temptation that I was speaking of earlier being louder than ever. Temptation towards excess, temptation towards dishonesty, temptation towards being irresponsible. So it will be very important to prove to yourself that you do love yourself enough to resist these temptations and to make the choices that are in your soul's best interest, because this will lend to you increasing your manifesting power by taking the actions that support your goals. Now the relationship with Uranus will lend to amp up your creativity and your connection to your intuition. So if there's any area of your life that you have felt stuck in terms of not knowing what action to take, this connection with Uranus, the planet of awakening and the unexpected, can be the spark that ignites that intuitive message of exactly what you need to do. So make sure that you meditate, make sure that you pray, make sure that you have moments of quiet, so this way you don't miss any useful information that you are meant to receive. The relationship the moon forms with Mars, the planet of ambition, passion, and action, will give you the confidence to take action, knowing you will do so without being bossy or rude, increasing your charisma, increasing your sex appeal, and your likability in social situations. So don't hold back when it comes to going for what you want, because this relationship with Mars lends to you getting a great reception. Now the relationship the moon forms with Pluto will bring a very unique opportunity to reveal the truth about the inner you. Not only will any any suppressed emotions be brought to the surface. But if you have ever wondered why you do the things that you do, well, this will be the time that you can get that answer, and you can get it answered very clearly and specifically. This can trigger deep suppressed emotions that can show up in dreams or in psychic visions or just a whisper of intuitive insight. This can also cause eruptions in relationships because true feelings will be coming to the surface regarding how you feel about someone else and regarding how they feel about you. So this could get very intense and very revealing, but it will also yield incredible clarity and understanding if you're open and excited to receiving the truth. Number 3, this full moon in Capricorn is a super buck moon, bringing the message to you that by accepting your opportunities for growth, you can shed the necessity to protect yourself from challenges and instead welcome challenges head on with the confidence that you are consistently becoming stronger and stronger as you embrace the courage to face the unknown. Now, the effects of this super full moon will be especially strong emotionally, with major possibilities for manifesting and positive change for those of you that have a moon in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It will also be positive for those of you that have a moon in Scorpio or Pisces, and it will be a positive opportunity for manifesting, but may cause some serious emotional waves and potential challenges in your relationships if your moon is in Cancer. And it will be a balancing energy with major transformative manifesting properties for those of you with the moon in Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aquarius. And it will have the potential for manifesting and positive change, yes, but it will also bring up some possible conflict, especially in your romantic relationships for those of you with the moon in Aries or Libra. Now let's jump right into what this full moon in Capricorn will mean for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, for you this will be in your 10th house. So Aries, during this full moon energy, which lasts from July 13th through July 28th, don't be surprised if a situation comes up where you are asked to step up and perform in some way. Now, I don't necessarily mean performance relative to the creative arts. It could mean that, but more than likely, this is related to a situation where when it comes to your job or your family, because this is during Cancer season, you will be the one that everyone looks to be some source of strength in terms of expressing a talent that everyone feels that you have. It could be your talent for problem solving, it could be your talent for cutting to the chase and knowing what needs to be done in a situation, or just specifically whatever your actual job is regarding work. But you will be given this opportunity to really shine, Aries. And it will be important in this scenario that you not only have confidence in yourself, which is usually pretty natural for you, but that you also make sure that in the midst of this opportunity, you are giving energy to the emotional, personal part of your world. Remember, this push and pull of the Cancer sun with the full moon in Capricorn is all about balancing those two worlds. The material physical world, the world of self, with your emotional spiritual world, the world of relationships. The more you can balance these two energies, the more you will thrive and the more you will increase your power to manifest what you're working towards, Aries. So remember, while working to achieve your goals, also make sure that you give energy to the relationships in your life that matter to you. That is what will open the floodgates of abundance for you, Aries. And happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Taurus, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, for you this will be in your 9th house. So Taurus, this is an excellent energy for you. Cancer season all around actually is a very positive time for you in terms of the Cancerian energy and Capricorn energy working well to influence your chart in a very uplifting way. So if there's any part of you that has been unsure about the direction that you're taking in life or what it is that you really want, this full moon will bring you vision and clarity. During the full moon energy, which lasts from July 13th through July 28th, you will truly start to find new meaning in your life, new excitement, and new passion for not only what is going on in your life right now, but in terms of what the future holds for you. This 9th house transit is also great for legal issues. Now, this could mean that if you're in the midst of some sort of legal situation, it could get worse before it gets better, but this energy does bring resolution to the situation one way or another. So it's great in the way that you can at least know that you'll be seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Now, this is a great time for taking risks, Taurus, and getting away from your day-to-day routines. It's a time to shake it up and see what more life has to offer for you. So this is an intense full moon, but intensely positive if you really just take the time and ask yourself what it is that you want in life right now. And if you're unclear, then make sure to get out and try some new activities, learn some new things, look into different teachings, and really tap into your spiritual world, because that is where you will find the answers. But you have to focus on you to open that door to clarity. But just know that this can be a very positive full moon moon for you, so embrace the insight that it's bringing and know that it means an ending of feeling bored with life and a beginning to a new phase of excitement for you. So happy full moon, Taurus. Okay, my powerful Geminis, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, for you this will be in your 8th house. So during the full moon energy from July 13th through July 28th, don't be surprised, Gemini, if you either come into some financial gain through someone that you're in a relationship with, or even through a close friend or family member. It could also mean, though, Gemini, that an unexpected bill or expense could show up because of one of those relationships that I mentioned. Now, either way, keep your eye out for some financial situation to arise relative to a connection or personal relationship that you have. So whenever you're watching this video, you might want to make sure that you just have some money put away on the side, so that way you're ready for either scenario. But let's hope it's the scenario where you have money coming your way as opposed to going away from you. Just know that the reason for this occurrence will be to bring focus to the balance of give and take in your life. Cancer season is all about relationships and connection, and Capricorn energy brings the idea of material gain and the focus on achieving your personal goals. So this full moon is reminding you to pay attention to the balance that you have in your life of give and take. If you do have relationships with people that are generous and willing to help you out, make sure you are giving back and keeping the energy flowing in some way. And it doesn't always have to be balanced by money. It can be your time that you share. It can be compassion that you share, your understanding, or your help in some way. And if you're the one that you feel like is giving most of your time or your energy or your money, make sure you communicate your needs so that way you are receiving as well. So keep your eyes open for a scenario that offers you the opportunity to balance the give and take that is going to be highlighted in your life in one or more relationships during this time, because putting forth the effort to balance that energy will serve to amp up your manifesting power, because that balance will support your overall energetic foundation and assist you in attracting to you more of what you desire. So embrace this opportunity as it comes, Gemini, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, for you this will be in your 7th house, which, as you know by now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, is the house of relationships, Cancer. First, it is important to remember that this full moon energy will be strongest from July 13th through July 28th when the new moon in Leo comes around. So during that time frame, if there's anything that you've agreed to or committed to, it will come into focus. And this could be a professional agreement or a personal agreement, meaning if you have a work agreement or if you've made a romantic commitment, any unclear details about either of those situations may come up, so that way you can get clarity on those situations. So remember to be clear on what you are wanting out of the connection, and make sure that you are very clear on what the other party is wanting from you in terms of what their expectations are in the agreement. So that way there's no confusion or negative energy moving forward. Now, this could also mean that if you're dating someone, this is the time period where you will decide, yes, I want to take this to the next level and deepen the connection. Or you might decide, no, I'm not getting what I want from this relationship, and there is a serious conversation that needs to be had. Or maybe it's the time that the person just gets the chop. Either way, this energy begins in the midst of Cancer season, which is a time of renewal for you in all areas of your life. So this full moon is making sure that you release any relationships that no longer serve you, and that you deepen the ones that do serve you, strengthening this area of your life so you can continue on your path to fulfillment. Just make sure that whatever relationship issues that come up, professional or personal, just make sure you tend to the details of what needs to be tended to, so that way you avoid any issues in the future that could come up and cause much more conflict or confusion than necessary. So use the power of this super full moon in Capricorn to make sure you are receiving what you deserve, Cancer, and you are sharing what you know people in your life deserve from you. And that balance will not only open up the channels for greater abundance for you, but it will also increase your fulfillment in your relationships. And what better time to ignite that momentum than during your season? So happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Leos, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your 6th house. So don't be surprised, Leo, if there is some health issue that you have recently been dealing with and you're at the point of feeling like you're just tired of it and tired of it being a part of your life and you're ready to be done with it. Well, this super full moon in Capricorn is bringing not only healing energy, but an energy of change for your daily routines that will result in much better health moving forward. Also, if there's something health-wise that you've been confused about in terms of having no idea why this is a part of your life, and you've been looking for answers on how you can begin that healing process, it is very likely that the information that you're looking for will be coming your way during this full moon energy, which lasts from July 13th through July 28th. Now, the 6th house also brings energy to your job. So if there's any any part of your professional world that you're looking to change up, this will be the energy that not only will bring you the confidence to do so, but also the clarity in terms of what specific actions you need to take to get the results that you need. So Leos, this full moon in Capricorn is a very positive energy for you in terms of bringing the energetic opening to attract that healing and the clarity of what specific actions you can take to get your world of health and your world of career in a place where you are feeling excited about your present and what the future holds for you. All you need to do is your part by staying optimistic and making sure that you stay away from the temptation of placing blame on anyone, and by just focusing on implementing the change that you know you desire. So take your fiery power back, Leos, and go for it. Embrace this energy, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Virgos, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your 5th house. So Virgos, if there's something that you've been working on in terms of a creative project, just know that you could finally complete this project and begin to reap the benefits of this creative expression during this full moon energy, which lasts from July 13th to July 28th. It's also important to note that this full moon is shining a light on the fact that sometimes you allow your big goals in life to overshadow having fun. By that I mean you can get so caught up in pursuing your goals and telling yourself that you will really live life and have a good time once you achieve those goals that you rob yourself from the opportunity to enjoy life while still going after what you want. And I understand, I'm an earth sign as well, and I get that one of the sacrifices that we have to make in life when we truly want to be successful is giving up some personal time that would usually be spent just having fun. But Virgos, it is very important for your mental and your emotional health to achieve a balance where you are giving enough energy to your goals, but you're also allowing yourself to have a good time and enjoy the process. So even if it's only this one time of year during the full moon in Capricorn, allow yourself the opportunity to prioritize you having a good time and enjoying the people in your life and the connections that you have to the people that love you over pursuing your goals. Use this full moon as a vacation, Virgos, and a recharge phase. You will find that you will come back stronger and more efficient than ever when it comes to pursuing your goals. Also, if you're in a relationship, this full moon will serve to deepen that connection and take it to the next level, or if it isn't the relationship for you, it will bring you the clarity and the confidence to be done with it. So that way, releasing that relationship can help you make space to manifest the love that you truly deserve. So this can be a life-changing and transformative full moon for you Virgos out there, but you have to do your part by being open to the good time energy that's available to you. So embrace it, Virgos, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Libras, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your 4th house. So Libras, don't be surprised if some situation comes up during this full moon in Capricorn energy that relates to your family that requires a lot of your focus and attention. Now, don't be worried about this. It doesn't necessarily mean that something challenging or negative is coming up. It just means that Cancer season has the sun traveling through your 10th house, which is all about work and career. So this full moon in Capricorn is reminding you that maintaining the balance between your professional life and your personal life is always important, especially for you as a Libra. So this full moon could just be bringing a focus to your family wanting to spend more time with you, or you wanting to spend more time with your family, or changing up the energy of your home by moving things around or moving locations altogether. The good news is, if there's any relationship with a family member that has been strained for a while, this full moon in Capricorn is bringing the energy to heal that connection. So if there is a family member that you have felt disconnected from for a while, this is the perfect time and the perfect energetic opening to reach out with a different way of communicating and create a new dynamic between the two of you. So Libras, this is a time of year where your emotions may be running high and you may feel a little drained even, but this full moon in Capricorn is reminding you that your home and your family is where you find strength and where you receive that energetic support. So give that area of your life some focus and you will feel recharged and ready for the next chapter moving into the remainder of 2022. So embrace this energy, Libras, and reignite your excitement for life, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your 3rd house. So Scorpios, First, just know this is a very positive, energetic opening for you. If you've been feeling like life is pulling you in too many directions lately, this full moon in Capricorn will bring you a clarity and a grounded energy that will help you to know where you need to create boundaries, and it will also help you bring the people into your life that are helpful and the people that bring you positive energy as opposed to drain your energy when they're around you. Now, during the effects of this full moon, which is from July 13th through July 28th, you also might receive a very important package or message, so keep your eyes open for that. It's also very possible that an opportunity to take a short trip may come up, so if it does, Scorpios, take that opportunity because this for sure could result in a positive outcome. This third house energy has a very broad focus in terms of having an effect on many different sectors of your life. For example, if there's been a conflict or disconnect that you've had with a brother or sister or someone that lives close to you, this full moon in Capricorn is bringing the energetic opening to resolve that issue and start to build a stronger connection moving forward, or it's going to give you the ability to release the negative energy around that situation and the anger around that situation, so that way you're no longer carrying the weight of those circumstances and instead you're able to deal with it and move forward. Now, as a Scorpio, you have very intense emotions that run extremely deep, so it is very important for you to make sure that you don't hold on to anything that will bring you down and distract you from having the experiences and achieving the goals that bring you joy. So this full moon in Capricorn is bringing a lot of energy your way, Scorpios, so you will feel it intensely, but just know that the experiences are a positive surge to shake things up a bit, to enrich your life in a way that brings your excitement and your optimism back for what's to come, all while making sure you're enjoying the process of your present moment. All you need to do is make sure that you do your part by not focusing on the past. Release the past and start from right where you're at and enjoy what this energy is bringing, and happy full moon, Scorpios. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your second house. So as a Sagittarius, the focus is money and self-worth during this time. So don't be surprised if a situation comes up where you have the opportunity to increase your financial situation, but in order to do so, you must also bring awareness to how you genuinely see your own worth. As a Sagittarius, you tend to be confident and generous, but it is very important that you make sure that you've established a standard that you keep at the forefront of your consciousness in terms of what you genuinely believe your contributions and your talents are worth, because that standard that you have set, that is what the universe is going to reflect back to you. So if you want to increase your wealth and your relationship with it, it starts with looking within and saying to yourself, I really have to start embracing my worth and accepting nothing less than what I know I deserve. Now, we know that in this physical world, there must be consistency and work involved, but in terms of what you are manifesting as a result of this effort and consistency will have so much to do with your core beliefs about you, Sagittarius. So during this full moon energy from July 13th through July 28th, keep your eyes open for an opportunity to really establish what you believe your worth to be and support that with your actions, and the universe will reflect that back to you with results. Now, this could be in your professional world as well as your world of relationships. So if the balance of give and take is off in a relationship of yours and you're the one giving more than you're receiving, ask yourself what role you're playing in that dynamic. It's great to be generous, but it is also important that the flow of receiving energy is coming your way as well. And this full moon in Capricorn, along with the sun's energy in Cancer, is giving you the opportunity to restructure this energetic balance in your life. This way you come out on the other side with an even more efficient relationship with abundance and your ability to manifest that abundance, both with material wealth and even emotional wealth. It is very important to achieve the balance of give and take in both areas. So be excited for this opportunity, Sagittarius, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your first house. So Capricorns, in the midst of this Cancer season, which as a Capricorn I know can be very challenging for us because it's the polar opposite energy, you will feel a surge of power and balance coming to your overall disposition during this full moon in Capricorn energy. This is a time to really ask yourself, are you following your path in terms of making sure you're doing the things that you know will bring you fulfillment? Or are you giving too much energy energy to the needs of others. Now, you tend to be a caretaker when it comes to your close circles, and because of that, you at times don't give your desires enough focus in terms of how you prioritize your own needs. Now, you have no problem asking for what you want and going after what you want in a practical sense, but in an emotional sense, you tend to withhold your needs for concern that you will burden someone else, or even more importantly, that you'll be seen as weak or needy. So, Capricorn, use this full moon in your first house as an energetic opening to be more confident in establishing your needs emotionally as well as practically. Now, remember, the sun in Cancer and the full moon in Capricorn is giving us all the opportunity to balance our inner world with our outer world. You are great at tending to your outer world, and you're actually good with prioritizing your needs, like I said, but in a practical way. It's the emotional area that you have a challenge with. So it's time to make sure your inner world is getting the love that it needs. The first house full moon transit can really shed light on where you're going in life. That way, if you want to change your destination, you can change it from the inside out and really set yourself on the path that you know will lead to success in life and in love, and in terms of overall fulfillment and enjoyment of the process, which is exactly what you deserve. So Capricorns, use this super full moon in your sign to really allow some self-realization to take place and some transformation to follow. Allow yourself to feel frustration and lack in any area so you can identify what you desire and then begin to express those desires. So keep your minds and your hearts open for the scenario in your relationships or otherwise to bring about the circumstances for you to really be assertive and make some changes. Embrace this energy, be excited about it, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your 12th house. So this one is going to be an intense one for you Aquarians out there. If you feel a need to retreat a bit during this full moon, do not resist that feeling. The 12th house transit is an opportunity to check out a bit from the daily grind to do some spiritual work. Your intuition will be heightened during this time, so the more you can breathe and give yourself some quiet space to reflect, the more you will be likely to receive the answers that you've been looking for. Don't be surprised if during this full moon energy, some secret in your life is revealed. And just know that even though it may be uncomfortable to have this secret revealed, it is absolutely in your soul's best interest in some way. So do not resist it, Aquarius. Just embrace the circumstances and navigate accordingly. If there's any relationship or project that you've been holding off on moving forward with, this transit will bring it back to the forefront of your consciousness so you can begin to give it energy. Also, this is a great time to keep a dream journal, because the dreams that you'll have from July 13th through July 28th can really reveal some very important information to you that you will find extremely useful in terms of giving you the steps to move forward on the path of manifesting your desires. So overall, Aquarius, just be ready to feel a little heavy at the onset of this energy, but this is all so you can slow down a bit and tend to the inner workings of you and make any adjustments based on the realizations that you experience during this time. So an exciting and vibrant time spiritually, Aquarius, is on the horizon, so embrace it and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Pisces, when the moon reaches its full phase in Capricorn, this will be in your 11th house. So Pisces, Cancer season for you is for sure an emotional time, but it is a time that does bring positive energy your way. Not only is the sun in your 5th house, which brings an abundance of good time energy, but the 11th house transit of the full moon is in your house of dreams coming true. So this is a very favorable time for you, Pisces. The only catch is it is also that emotional time that I was talking about. So if you find yourself feeling more sensitive than usual, just embrace that energy, but make sure to remind yourself that your emotions are a response to your thoughts. So you always have the power to redirect your thoughts to topics and ideas that you know bring you joy. So this full moon is reminding you that all manifesting first begins in your imagination. So allow yourself to dream during this time, Pisces, and dream big. And if you do find yourself having an emotional response to some thoughts that are negative, instead of following that path, catch yourself and then decide to take that deep breath and redirect your thoughts to what you know you want your reality to be. Now, Pisces get a bad rap sometimes for not being practical and for having their heads in the clouds. And yes, practicality is important, but what a lot of people don't realize is that the imagination is where all innovation is born. This is why there are so many Pisceans that have been pioneers in science and art and even business. So it will be very important to make sure that you're being social and connecting with friends during this time, as well as allowing your imagination to just run wild, because as you connect with those friends, that energy will really help ignite the energy of the 11th house. And one of those friends, either a new friend or a friend that you've had for a while, could very well play a large role in bringing to life one of those dreams that has come from you allowing your imagination to run wild. So keep your eyes open for that sort of situation and that sort of connection. Also, if there's been some conflict lingering with a friend, this full moon in Capricorn is bringing the energy to heal that connection. So overall, Pisces, this is an excellent transit for you. Yes, this is a time that can feel very emotional, but you can use all of this emotion to your benefit if you channel it into creativity and connection and excitement for the future. Tap into that imagination of yours and use the sun's energy of the 5th house transit and the energy of this full moon in your 11th house to make leaps forward in terms of achieving the vision that you have for yourself. So happy full moon, Pisces. Okay, so there you have it. The top 3 things you need to know about this super full moon in Capricorn, along with some insight into how your sign can make the most of this full moon energy. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, please don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.